Hi everybody, it's Talk to Me Tuesday. It's actually Wednesday because for some reason I didn't film yesterday. I don't know why. Just wasn't feeling it. um, what's gone on this week? I've done some crafting this week, but not a huge amount. I did a whole heap of t-shirts for someone's birthday with Game of Thrones things on them, and I made a t-shirt for a grown-up, and then he has a 2-year-old, the cutest 2-year-old ever, and so I made him matching Game of Thrones t-shirts. Sounds really weird to make a Game of Thrones t-shirt for a 2-year-old. And I didn't take any photos or anything, so they've already been gifted and gone and done. So sorry about that, I'd have shown you anyway. Aside from that, I just did 2 other small things for the Disney trip, and that was it really. It's been a quiet-ish week. I've had my little girl's birthday, which I think I talked about last week. My brother was up for the weekend and the week, and then we had guests around at the weekend, so I didn't really have much time to get much stuff done. I need to find a new project. I'm doing lots of stuff on the Cricut, and I'm doing a few things on my sewing machine, but I just need to find something to sink my teeth into, a quilt or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But the 2 things I have done is I had this little pair of cycling shorts, which are my daughter's, and I put Cinderella's castle on. It looks weird because it goes over front to back, if that makes any sense. But it's got Cinderella and the Prince. So I made those, and I did design and make myself another t-shirt for Disney. This, as I said, this is my design. I don't know if I love it so much, but it's arrows, and it says Odalali, Odalali, golly what a day, which is the, if you don't know, which I'm sure you probably do, it's Robin Hood, Disney's Robin Hood, and it's just one of my all-time favourite quotes from Disney's Robin Hood. Yeah, it popped in my head this week, the film. I haven't seen it forever. And I was watching a programme. We have a celebrity in the UK. I say celebrity in the loosest sense of the word. But we have a chap in the UK who is in our soap opera called EastEnders, which is like the massive, huge soap opera, one of the biggest ones in England. And he's this chap called Danny Dyer, and EastEnders is based in London, so it's all very Cockney. It's all very, up the apples and pears and stuff like that. It's a hard one to describe. It's not the best soap opera in the world. It's a soap opera, so I don't actually watch it. But this chap, Danny Dyer, is he's also been in various films, so I think he made appearances in Lock, Stock, and some of the other British gangster films that there were a few years back. Anyway, to cut a long story short, he went on Who Do You Think You Are, which I know you have in America, but in the UK we have our own edition. And he went on this, and they traced his family tree back to being royal. And this man could not be any less royal. He is working class, raised on a council estate, die hard, Cockney. So they traced him back, and he was hilarious on the programme. If you ever get a chance to see it on BBC, I know you have BBC America, which shows some of the British stuff. It's hilariously funny the way he is with things. He has now done his own history programme called Danny Dyer's Right Royal Family or something like that. And he basically goes back and does reenactments of people in his family tree. And it is the most hilarious programme ever. If you're into British history, or you like British history and you just want to watch something that's light-hearted and a little bit of fact and stuff in there, but excuse me. Mostly it's just a funny programme, and there's a bit in it where I'm trying to get to is there is a bit in it where they dress him up as a king, and they put a crown on his head, and the crown kind of slips down, so it's kind of almost covering his eyes. It's not quite, and it just reminded me of, is it King Prince John from Robin Hood, because the crown slips over his head because it's not his crown and it doesn't fit him properly. And that was a long-winded way of saying watch the if you're into British history or you like anything about British history, and you fancy a giggle, especially when he starts calling the historians treacles. It could only happen to Danny Dyer. The first programme had me absolutely laughing my head off, and the second one was, yeah. You have to take him for what he is, though. Don't watch it if you're like wanting to find out lots about British history. It's a funny programme that, although it uses historians, it's, yeah. I'm going to stop talking about it now, but if you do get a chance to watch it, go and watch it. This week I will be mostly doing, I don't know what. I've got a lot more Disney stuff I want to do on the cricket, but I can't do it yet because I need to get some more vinyl because the stuff I've got is not that great. So that will be coming in the next couple of weeks. I've also got a few other things I want to do. I want to make luggage tags. What else did I have today? I wanted to make... so tired. I can't remember. Oh, I want to make a new bag for my carry-on. Actually, while I'm on here, Jennifer, if you're watching, I know that you did a hack of a tote bag, and you installed a zip in it, and I just wondered if you could, I don't know if you still got the tote bag, but tell me how you did the zip, because I've got a tote bag that I want to put a zip in, but I can't figure out, unless I bind it, I can't figure out how you did it, so let me know so that I can copy it. Aside from that, everything here is good. Yeah, we've got nothing else going on now for a few months, just in preparation to get to Disney in one piece. And yeah, all good. So I haven't watched any videos yet this week. I did catch up last week and put lots of comments on, and I think I responded to everybody's comments. Oh, sugar. The last thing, it is now day, what date is it? It's the 5th today, isn't it? So it's now day 5 of no sugar. It is going quite well. I am having occasional cravings. Doesn't help when when I do my dinner lady job, having to give the kids the great big sticky ice buns. But mostly I haven't eaten any sugar. I've been fairly good at cutting it out. I've had a couple of headaches, but nothing major. I'm struggling to find things without sugar in them, which is an interesting thing. Because everything has sugar, even things you wouldn't expect to have sugar. But aside from that, it's all going well, and I hope Susie's doing well as well, because I know Susie is doing it too, and we're getting support from other people. So I know that other Jennifer has been really supportive and posted like advice and places to look for things, so thank you for that. And aside from that, everything else is good. I'm going to go before I waffle anymore about anything else. Yeah, I will see you all next week. Bye.